and welcome to Ask Me About K-Pop, the essential guide for recent converts and seasoned fans alike. My name is Shannon.
And I'm Angelica.
And today is a lovely day where we're going to celebrate the beauty of friendship.
Yeah.
Because we love our idols and we know that they spend so very much time with their groups, at least the non-solo, like the group people spend a lot of time with their groups. And some of them are friends and some of them are not, but they're like work colleagues. But it's also important for you to have like friends that are not your coworkers.
Absolutely. And there's so many different pairs and little groupings of idols that are friends across their groups and even outside of their companies as well.
Absolutely. But before we get started, just to keep on the topic of friendship, I guess I'll just say I went to New York recently for a work trip, and I went into like a K-pop store that was near my hotel, and I couldn't help it. I had to buy some things. So I'm going to say that this is a gift for the fact that according to Facebook, we've been friends for like 12 years as of 2 weeks ago.
Aww.
So let's say this is a friendship gift.
Friend-aversary.
I just had to get you a little something. So, and I figured there might be a reaction. So I want the listeners to hear it in case you enjoy your gifts.
Oh my gosh, it's heavy. Okay, it's a heavy Nature Republic bag.
It's not from Nature Republic.
I didn't think it was.
That was just the size of the bag.
Oh my God. This is the greatest thing I've ever seen. It's a pop-up doll collection of all of 17.
Yeah, 13 little foam standouts of like all of them.
Of
I
course.
don't know what you're going to do with it.
I'm going to
display them,
find
of course.
a place to display. I'm going to get like a glass box and display
Stack them in.
Coops isn't wearing a shirt, of course. Oh, I love it. Oh my gosh, I love this so much. It's
Yay.
only the beginning. Okay. Oh my God, I didn't buy this for
I know,
myself.
but I thought you would want to have it.
I do want to have it.
It's the XOSC album.
I'm gonna cry. I have to open this right now.
It like came in like a yellow, like a neon yellow bag, like that's wrapped around the album.
Like caution tape.
Yeah.
Almost. Ooh, there's a poster.
Oh, wow. Look at that. That's a biggin.
Oh my God, this poster is enormous.
Wow. You should get that framed. It's lovely.
Oh, and you can see his little XOL tattoo. Okay, what else? Oh!
What card did you get?
Oh, I got a
Did you? I was like, there's a 50-50 chance.
But it's so cute. Look,
It's like on a little tag and it has like a clear front. That's kind of adorable.
Aw, it's almost like a little clothes tag. That's so cute. Oh wow, this is just like an enormous book.
Oh, it's so neon.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Wow, the pictures look so pretty in the book.
Man, this is the neighborhood I used to work in.
Yeah, you for sure drove past them. I know.
for sure did.
Oh my
They
God.
look so beautiful. I loved that pink suit so much. Oh my God, I can't wait to look at all of these thumbs in the pictures. Who took these pictures? I love it. He looks so good. Oh!
Another
Things are falling
card.
out. Things are falling. Oh, stickers.
And another photo card. Turn it around. You did get the Chanyeol baby face filter photo card. Oh my God, that's the silliest one. This is great.
Oh my God. Anytime I'm sad, I'm going to look at this.
You should.
I will feel instantly better. And a sticker. Oh my goodness. I love you so much. And you.
Oh, I love you too.
Oh, okay. I can't look at all of these on this podcast, but I can't wait to go through all of it.
That's all.
Wonderful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I love it so much. Okay, I have to very carefully pack it all
put it all back. I got myself a Married to the Music album, which like one of one is in the jewel case, like in the square.
Oh, fun.
I got a Taemin photo card, and he looks like a vampire in it. And I also got myself a Monsta X desk calendar for next year.
Ooh, nice. Way to be prepared.
Yeah, because they had the 2020 calendars ready already, because it's like nearing the end of the year.
I guess it kind of is already.
Yeah. But I also talked myself out of and am regretting buying this like really nice shiny water bottle that they had. Ooh. It was like one of those water bottles where there's like a firm core in it, but then it has some kind of like smushy outside. Mm-hmm. And it was like the Story of Light stuff. And it like looked really beautiful, but they wanted $47 for it. And I was like, this is a water bottle. I can't
$50
do that.
for a water bottle?
I can't
That's
do
insane.
that.
Oh, even the back says "What a Life" in white.
It's really, really nicely made.
Really beautiful. Like the binding
that spine
is really
is cool.
pretty. Ah.
And it's like embossed. It's lovely.
I love it so much.
I knew you would like it.
I love it.
So I'm excited. I wanted to get it for you. So
thank you so much. You're the best friend in the whole world.
Oh, you're the best friend in the whole world.
All right. I'm going to cry. Let's talk about
other friends. So we have like a pretty good rundown here of some like known idol friendships. We probably won't cover them all, but like, because thankfully a lot of idols are able to leave their dorms and go be friends with each other. So like, aren't those so funny?
This is the cutest thing. I want to
pop one out. I want to see what happens, like what they look like. They also have little stands with their faces to plug their. It's pretty well made.
It's really cool. Oh, I don't have to read
I have to shout out. I know that these existed because the night before I went to this store, I met Natalie there before we went to dinner, and she had just bought herself this because she had had a bad day, and she was like, "I want these 17 standouts." So I was like, I gotta get these for Angelica.
This one.
Pop the Minghao out first.
Duh. Careful.
Oh my god. Yeah, and then get the little slot ready.
Yeah. Oh my god.
And they're puzzle pieces, so I bet you could hook them all together. Oh my god, look how funny! Wait, I have to get a picture of this little guy. Oh, look at him. He's so small.
He's so cute. Baksu.
That's so cute.
Okay, he'll just
he can just stand right there.
Should I pop out his friend too, since
yeah, because we have to talk about friends.
I'll pop out his bestie, which is June.
Oh my god, these are so cute.
And do they fit together? Yes, they do.
Oh my god, look! And oh my god. And I bet they'll all like go into like a nice little
and
ring.
I bet that I could put him like however. Yeah, I can. Oh, look, they're chatting. Oh my god, this is gonna be endlessly fun.
Toys.
Ugh, I love it. It's like having paper dolls again.
Yes.
But they're like thick.
Yeah, because they're like
very
foam.
well made.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
That was like the one thing that like made me upset about the store that I went to, was like it reminded me like what a like tough spot us international fans are in, and that we just like take what we can get, because I saw things in that store, like the exact same things that we saw in those cheapy Korean stores for very little money, but then they have to charge you so much if you get them here because they were shipped
and imported. Like, yeah, totally.
So like I could have gone much crazier in that store, but there were so many things that I knew were not worth what they were going to charge me for.
Totally.
So
when you're like, wait, this was for what?
I'm not giving you $22 for it. Get out of here.
Look at DK's sweet face.
That's a good, I think I was happy picking that up because I felt like nobody looked bad in the picture they chose. And like, I counted them like 5 times just to make sure
all of them were there.
Because it seemed like for a second, it seemed like maybe it's not enough. Like, because it's double-sided. So there's like 5 on one side and 7 on the other. So I was like, I had to count
6 and 7.
Oh, 6 and 7. Right. It's math. See? This is why I had to count them over and over again to make sure I did it right.
I love it. All right. Anyway, we were talking about idol friends.
Yes, idol friends. So I've split them all into some like categories, I guess, to try to like keep us somehow on track. So I think if we go chronologically, like the first place to start is idols who've been friends since they were children.
Yes, which is so sweet. I love when childhood friends then become famous togetder. Like, what are the odds?
Yeah, it's really neat. And I think probably like the most well-known and the most like friendship goals idols would be Taemin and Kai.
Of course.
Taemin from SHINee, Kai from EXO.
Yes, and they've been friends since they were very small. We've mentioned this before, like way back in the day when we first talked about trainees and like how idols become idols. Taemin is the reason that Kai auditioned for SM at all.
Right.
Because they knew each other from dance.
Yeah, and I saw this cute quote from Kai that said that I entered school early because I was born at the beginning of the year. So I was in the same grade as Taemin. I asked him to be friends, but he told me to call him young. But you have to picture like little 10-year-old boys saying that, and it's even funnier.
Oh my God. Taemin has been trying to get people to call him Hyung and Oppa since he was like 5.
Yeah. He just wants to be grown. But the funniest parts about Taemin and Kai, as we've said many times, is that they're like a Dumb and Dumber couple. Like they're both very ditzy. They both lose track of things very easily.
Yeah, the duo together by their fans is called Magic Hands because they just lose everything. And there was even, I remember a few years ago, Kai had like posted this cartoon. I don't know if it was fan art or something, but it said Magic Hands, and it had like little cartoon like Taemin and Kai, and everybody was like, oh my God, is this a spoiler? Is this a sneak peek? Are they gonna do a subunit? And it literally never turned into anything, and it's one of my biggest K-pop disappointments of all time.
Yeah. There's also one of my favorite stories is like, it had something to do, I can't remember the exact details. It had something to do with they went on a road trip. And it was like they were driving for a while, and then like Taemin was like, I don't know where my phone is. And then they like stopped, and then the phone was on top of the car. But then when they got back in the car, like Kai left his phone on the roof or something. Like they both, they can't be trusted.
They can't be left alone together.
Which is good because so like Super M will go well because there's other people to like keep them reined in.
The like responsible NCTs will keep track of their youngs.
So more on Taemin and Kai later because they're also part of like a gang.
Yes.
That we'll get to in a minute.
Squad, if you will.
Yeah. But they're like, I think they're like the most well-known like childhood
duo,
besties
for sure.
that there is out there. Another one that I learned about today was Xiumin from EXO and Dongwoo from Infinite. They have also been friends since high school.
Yeah, they went to high school together, and they even have matching yearbook photos. Which
yes,
is
it's very cute.
so
they like
cute.
rested their heads on their hands like the same way, and like very cute.
It's precious. They also, I read a quote from Dongwoo who said that Xiumin is a friend he calls when he's drunk.
Yeah.
Which is a good friend.
Yeah. You need that kind of person to like, answer your calls. Then this like last little childhood friends that I have is like another like very, very sweet. I read like 45 quotes from them about each other, and like all of them made me want to cry. And that's GD and Taeyong from Big Bang. I tried not to bring up ones where like people are in the same group because like obviously a lot of people in groups are like very close to one of their members or something.
Sure.
But this felt like an exception because GD and Taeyong like met each other when they were 12. And they like danced together, and YG originally wanted to just make them a duo because they were like best dancing friends. And they like, I've read so many beautiful quotes about how they like never want to let go of each other, and like they're the person that they always want by their side. And like GD said he wants to like die like next to Taeyong. Like they love each other so much.
Was GD Taeyong's best man?
I don't know if they do. I feel like Korean weddings are kind of like.
Oh, yeah, they don't usually do bridal parties. Never mind. I take that back.
But he was there. He was surely there.
Of course. Of course he was. Of course he was.
But yeah, they're very, very sweet. And they've said a lot of very nice things about each other over the years. So that's very cute.
I have a couple of other childhood friends.
Okay.
One is Dio or Kyungsoo from... Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. That is written as P-O, not D-O. I can read my own handwriting. P.O. from Block B and Mino from Winner, they also went to school together. And Mino apparently trained with Block B for a certain amount of time. I don't know if he was supposed to debut with them and then did something else, or if he was just also a trainee at the same time. But they are very good friends because they've known each other since school.
Cute.
And then also, we're going to talk a little bit more about these two later when we talk about like larger groups. But Bam Bam from GOT7 and Lisa from Blackpink they are both from Thailand, and they have known each other since they were very, very small.
Yeah, they were in like the same kid dance troupe in Thailand.
They were in the same kid dance group, and Bam Bam has said that he used to call maybe he still calls her Nuna, but he used to always call Lisa Nuna. They are the same age, but she's always been taller than him. So he always called her Nuna because of her height, which is really, really cute. But they're like family friends. Like they celebrate holidays together when they go back to Thailand, and like Lisa's mom will like post about GOT7, and cute. Bam Bam's mom like posted about Lisa when she debuted. It's really, really sweet.
I love that.
I love it when the families get involved.
I know,
too.
that's so cute. Okay. Any more childhood friends?
Those are the only childhood friends that I have.
Okay. So this next list is just like a random smattering of like people that are like known to like be friends, like cross company, but like or
more cross companies, or are we doing groups? Is it still duos or is it multiples?
Oh, I have like 2 sets of 3 in here, but it's mostly just like duos.
Perfect. But now we're talking about across groups and companies. Okay.
For sure.
Continue.
So the first one is like one of my favorites, and it even has like many of these, has a ship name, which is Boobin, which is Sungkwan and Moonbin from Astro. They are like the cutest friends ever. And last year they did like a bestie photo shoot and a V Live together where they both wore like pink shirts and had like blonde hair. And it is so cute. They're so cute. And I also saw that they like, last year, they took a spontaneous train trip together. Like they woke up, they just spontaneously at 6 o'clock in the morning took a train to like a beach town as a healing trip so that they could both just like get away and have a nice time.
I love it.
I love it too.
They're both individually precious.
Yeah.
And together, it's almost like too cute.
It's too much.
Their V Live is so heartwarming. It's just them being sweet besties for like an hour. And that's healing time right there.
Yes. It's so sweet. They're so sweet. So I love that one because they're both so very precious to me in their respective groups. And it's like lovely to know that they also love each other as much as I love them. My next one, I think we've talked about before, like it's come up a couple of times, but Moonbyul from Mamamoo and Seulgi from Red Velvet, like bonded very deeply when they did that like idol drama operation team or whatever that show was called.
Yeah, we talked about that show when we did our variety show episode.
Yeah. And they like bonded very well on that. And then they did a song together last year called Selfish. That was like Moonbyul's like solo song.
I love that song. It's excellent.
And they're a very cute duo together. There's a bazillion ship videos for them on YouTube. I like typed their names in and I was like, whoa. But people are very into that pairing for sure.
Well, they're very cute.
They are very cute.
I have one. I have, these are from the same company, but different groups. Minsok or Shumin from EXO is super, super, super good friends with Changmin from TVXQ. They did an episode of I Live Alone together where it was Changmin's episode, really. Like he was the guest. But because he'd already been on that show before and shown his apartment, for this episode, he picked up Shumin and they went to Jeju Island together. And so that whole episode is just them.
Wintry though? Is it like winter Jeju and they like snow hike and stuff?
Snow.
Okay.
Yeah, Changmin like face plants into the snow and then wiggles his butt. It's really cute. The last thing I was gonna say is that Changmin is the one who took Minsok to the army.
I know.
It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine here.
Everybody's okay.
My other, I would say one of my like top favorite SM besties are Mino and Suho. They're super sweet, and you get to know a little bit more about their friendship if you ever watch Exciting India,
right?
Because Mino and Suho, they became friends during their trainee days, and Suho had been training for longer, I believe, but then Mino ended up debuting first. And because he debuted first, like it caused some sort of awkwardness
Like
and
rift
like
in
tension.
their relationship.
Yeah, because like Mino felt bad about debuting first, and then he was like technically Suho's senior, but Suho I think is older than him, and so it was like just awkward, and they kind of grew apart. And then a couple years ago, they were both cast on this India show where with a couple of other people from SM, they went to India to try and like spread the word of K-pop,
Right.
I guess was the point of that show. And there's a really sweet moment where Mino and Suho are rooming together,
Yeah.
and it's like the middle of the night, they're about to go to sleep, and Mino like in the dark like apologizes to Suho for allowing their friendship to like
Yes.
wither, and Suho's kind of already asleep, so Mino's like, oh, okay, like
I'll
good
let you
night, Kyung,
sleep.
like I'll let you sleep. And then in the morning,
Suho's
Suho
like,
wakes
by
up
the
and
way,
he's
I
like,
heard everything you
I
said.
heard you and I love you too, and it's so cute.
And then they're like so close the rest of the trip. It was like they buried the hatchet and could be friends
Yeah.
again. And it was like really, really nice.
It was wonderfully heartwarming, and I just love those sweet boys.
Yeah, that's a really good one.
Who else?
This other one I have, I don't know these boys, but the things people said about them like also made my heart feel warm. B2B's Minhyuk and VIX's N. Those groups debuted at the same time. So like B2B and VIX are like kind of close, like as groups.
Yes.
But apparently Minhyuk and N like bonded the most. And they like constantly upload pictures together. Like there are 10 million selfies of the two of them. And Minhyuk once said that N was his soulmate.
That's really adorable.
No. It's
That's
really
so
nice.
cute. Who else? I have I know these two are on your list. Since we've been mentioning lots of boys, let's talk about some ladies. Suzy from Miss A and IU have been really good friends for a super long time.
They met doing the JYP drama Dream High. They were both in that.
Which is like very old. That's like 2 p.m. stars in that. To date it. For
Yeah,
you.
it was a while back. But they have, people call them the Watermelon Sisters because they both have like a birthmark on their forearm that looks almost exactly the same, and it looks like a watermelon seed. So people are like, that's their destiny. Like,
Yeah, it's almost in this exact same place. It's on the different arms,
Like-
so that when they're standing next to each other, it's like together, but it's kind of in the same place. And when I first saw the picture, I thought they were matching tattoos. So that's just precious.
Yeah.
They were destined.
Let's see. This one is a trio, but
Okay.
I thought it was a very cute trio. And that's Amber from FX, who will come up a bunch just because Amber, there's a couple of idols who are friends with a lot of, like, they're just the people that everybody knows and everyone likes to be around. And Amber is one of those. But specifically, Amber, Eric Nam, and Ailey have been friends for a really, really long time. And they have a way that they take pictures together that they call an Amber sandwich, where they lay in a pile with Ailey on the bottom and Amber in the middle and Eric on top. And there's like so many pictures of them in that exact stack. And they call it an Amber sandwich. And it's so cute.
That's so cute. Poor Alias to be on the. Why isn't Eric on the bottom? He's the boy.
I don't
Whatever. Precious. I love it.
I love it too. And then another one, this friendship I didn't know existed, but because a listener tweeted us about this recently is kind of what inspired this episode in the first place. But apparently, Yerin from G-Friend, A-Pink's Ha-Young, and Joy from Red Velvet are like a fun
trio.
little trio. They were all born in 96. So they're like same age friends. But recently, both Ha-Young and Joy were promoting on music shows. So Yerin like sent them one of those coffee trucks and they like uploaded a bunch of pictures like, thank you, love you, 96 forever. Like,
Cute.
so that's like, and honestly, I got a bunch of these from just typing the word coffee truck into the Soupy search, because that's like the new way to show that you like love your friends.
Yes. So basically what you do is there are these companies in Korea where they have these like little coffee carts, little like mobile, they're not really food trucks because sometimes the truck is not attached to the cart itself.
Right.
But basically they're blank. And so all of the posters and whatever, and menus and stuff you can customize. And so originally I think fans would send them to
that
idols,
still happens.
Which, still
for
happens
sure.
all the time. But now, or lately, kind of recently, it's become a fun thing for idols to do for each other, which is really sweet. And sometimes it's members that like send one to one of their members who's like maybe doing a show. And then sometimes it's friend to friend.
Like Mino sent one to the Super M Boys the other day, and it was like very cute, like sending trucks from the army.
The Marines.
Yes,
Sweet mean hole.
I know, but yeah, those trucks are very interesting. On a recent episode of House Husband, they Yohi got one for an FT Island concert, and they put pictures of the baby on all the coffee cups.
Aww.
But yeah, it was like something like, it was like $500 to rent the truck, and then they just like bring it to you blank, and you have to get the posters printed that fit in the side windows or whatever, and then they'll just like pour you 500 coffees for whoever comes by or whatever. Like, I don't know. It's the new, the new
the
trend.
coffee is free. That's one of the things, is that like you don't have to pay for.
So you send it to the music show, you send it to the set of the drama or whatever. So it's like the whole crew gets coffee, like, because my friends love me. It's like a way to to show off, I guess. Yeah. Like to be like,
and like a gift for everyone.
Yeah.
Not just the one particular person.
It's like a good share.
Pictures all over the cart.
Okay, so since we started talking about some groups, like
I still have some. Wait, I still have some
more
duos.
Please.
I have more duos.
Go.
Okay, so one is Dio. This one.
Now
I knew
it's
I had
Dio, for real.
Yeah, for real. Dio Kyungsoo from EXO is very good friends with Hongbin from VIX, and their fans call them Dio baby and Hongbin mother because of the way that Dio runs to jump into Hongbin's arms for hugs. And I saw a few videos of it, and it's really cute. They do it a lot, and it's precious because Hongbin is significantly taller than Dio.
Oh, so
and Dio just like
a
runs.
baby.
Yeah. It's fucking precious. I also have Chorong from A-Pink is really good friends with Solar from Mamamoo. On a radio show a while ago, Chorong said that she didn't have a lot of idol friends, but if she did, she would love to be friends with Solar from Mamamoo. And so after that interview aired, Solar like found her and was like, yeah, let's be friends. And now they see each other all the time, which is so sweet.
That reminds me of another story that I think is up next on your list with Hyuna. So Somin from Card was just like a very big fan of Hyuna, like many girls of her like age. If you look at member profiles of like new girl groups, there's always one member who's like, Hyuna is my hero. Like it's just a thing. So Somin was just like desperately trying to get Hyuna's attention on Instagram for like a while. Like, and then finally one time Hyuna responded like, yeah, let's hang out. And then they like went on a little friend date and like took a bunch of pictures, and it was very cute.
Yeah, it was really sweet. And like after their little friend date, Hyuna did an Instagram live where she was talking about Somin and she was asking, and she was like very excited because she had gotten Somin's number. And she wanted to treat her to a meal, but she didn't know a lot about her. So she was asking on Instagram Live her fans, like, what is Somin's favorite food? And the fans were like, why don't you just text her and ask her yourself? And she said, I'm too shy to text her first. Like, I just got her number. I can't. And then Somin, like, almost during that conversation, texted Hyuna first.
Because she probably saw it because she stalks her because she loves
such
her.
A huge fan. Yes. And there's more evidence of that where even on a V Live, I watched this clip and it's Somin and Big Matt. They're like in a little studio, like next to a computer or whatever, like playing music. And Somin cannot stop talking about Hyuna. Like it was like a clip where like of different moments in the V Live, she kept bringing her up. And finally, Big Matt just looks at the camera and he just goes, Somin is in love. And Somin goes, yes, I love Hyuna. And it's so cute.
Yeah, I specifically remember some Hyuna Somin stans being very devastated when her dating news was revealed because they were so sure that like Somin and Hyuna were in love. I know.
That would have been really... I mean, I love Hyuna and Hyojong, but that would have been
it
really
would have
cute.
been cute too.
That would have been a cute couple.
I know.
Oh, well. They did go on an art gallery date, though, and that's very romantic.
That's so Hyuna of her to do that.
I have two more. My last two, I have Chonga and Sunmi are really good friends. Sunmi is like Chunga's sunbae by like 12 years.
Oh my
something.
God, yeah, because she's been around
Sunmi's
forever.
been around for so long. But because Sunmi is usually the most senior artist whenever they go on music shows. She always makes a point to go and introduce herself to the juniors and the rookies, which is really cute. And so that's how she met Chungha. She like introduced herself on one of the shows that they were on together, one of the music shows. And they just became really good friends ever since. There's a lot of cute selfies of the two of them together. And Chungha says they don't call her godson me for nothing.
Oh.
And that's so cute. So that's a really sweet, like, I know Chungha, being a solo artist, must look up to Sunmi a lot. So to actually have her as a friend and a mentor is really sweet.
That's very nice.
And my last ones of girl friends are Jennie from Blackpink is really good friends with Irene from Red Velvet. Irene has said that they both one day just like happened to be at the same hair salon. And cute. Jennie came up to her and introduced herself, and they ended up getting a meal together afterward. And during one of Irene's birthday fan meets, they're very good friends apparently. And during this fan meet, Jennie just like happened to FaceTime Irene while she was doing it. And she answered the phone and was like, hey, I'm at my fan meet. And she was like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. Like, I was just calling to say, hey, like, I'll call you later or whatever.
Aww.
It was really cute.
That's adorable.
So they're super good friends too.
I love that.
Girls support girl groups.
I wonder if Irene had anything to do with like her getting to know Kai. Like if that SM family connection had anything to do with it.
I've had suspicions of Red Velvet's dating EXOs for a very long time, so I really, really wouldn't doubt
be surprised. Right.
Maybe Irene, Mino, Suho, Seulgi had a group date and then like made it a blind date with Kai and Jennie, and that's how they met.
Yeah, maybe. You never know.
By the way, those are
we
the
have
couples
theories.
I suspect.
We have theories. We always have theories. Okay, we'll get to that later because I have a boys and girls who are friends category at the end.
So now I think those are the only duos that I had. So we can move on to groups.
To like bigger squads.
Yeah.
So as we mentioned earlier, Taemin has kind of an infamous, like sometimes people call them the parka squad because of the matching outfits they have that I'll get to in a second. Or they're called the padding friends. Not sure why. But
it's also because of the padding coat.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's because of the coat. Okay, great. So this is childhood friends, Taemin and Kai, as we mentioned earlier. And also their friend who is usually listed as non-celebrity friend, but he came on We Got Married and they call him Piggy. I do not know what his real name is, but like that's what they called him when he like...
And the three of them have been besties for forever. So like when we mentioned Taemin and Kai, they were actually always part of a trio with Piggy.
Yeah, but he's not famous, so people don't count him. But he's there and he's important. And then they slowly started adding like members to this little group.
Yes, I got the history of it.
Okay, do you have the order of like who joined when?
Okay, so Taemin, Kai, it started because Taemin, Kai, Piggy, and Timoteo from Hotshot, the four of them became friends because Timoteo used to be an SM trainee.
Okay.
So the four of them became friends, and then Timoteo brought in Sungwoon from 101, and Sungwoon brought in Jimin from BTS, and Kai brought in Ravi from VIX. So now Taemin, Kai, Timoteo, Ravi, Jimin, Sungwoon, and Piggy, their non-celebrity friend, are known as the padding friends.
Yes, and they designed a logo that is like all of their fingers in a V shape, like making a little like starburst, and then it's in a triangle that has like little notches in the corner. It like it's very culty and funny, and they like had it put on these like jackets, and they like a gang. They're a gang.
Taemin had them especially made.
It was him
for his group. Yeah.
Yeah, because he gets I feel like Taemin gets ownership over the group. Like whenever you look
totally
up, or
it
people
like
talk about them,
Taemin's
it's Taemin's squad.
Totally, absolutely. I want to say that the name Padding Friends came first because they were maybe from like a photo where they were all wearing padded coats.
Okay.
And then because that became their nickname, Taemin got them matching padded coats.
Okay, that makes sense.
But regardless, they have like a gang jacket, which is fucking cute. We should make a gang jacket.
I know. I love that. To like have make up a logo for yourself. Like I just really like the whole idea of that. And I feel like more people should do it.
Like really making it a squad. I wonder if we'll ever get subunit shit from them. or like
yeah.
some kind of
That
collaboration.
would be crazy.
That would be really cool.
It's so many companies involved, but like,
Yeah.
it'd be interesting.
It would be interesting.
Okay, so another group that we brought up some of the members earlier is one of the groups that like exist because of like proximity and language. And there's like all the Thai idols. We said this on our Foreign Idols episode,
Yeah.
but they're all like friends.
Yes.
Nikun like is like the uncle that like keeps them all together, and then Lisa and Bam Bam and Sorn from CLC.
Yeah.
And they all like talk and celebrate holidays together, and like they're
Yeah.
the cute little Thai squad.
And that's really sweet. And similar to them, there's also our China Line friends.
Right.
Who are Ming Hao at V8 and June from 17. They are also friends with Yenan from Pentagon. And their little China Line squad also includes several C-pop stars or C-pop idols, because the three of them plus the other C-pop idols that are in this friend group, they were all on that CYZJ show together. Last year? Was that only last year?
It was way last summer. So long
Yeah,
ago.
so a lifetime ago. And so they're very sweet friends, and you can see like whenever they're all in China together, they get together and they're just precious.
Yeah, that's very cute. And on a similar note, there's like this kind of English friends group that is a little more wibbly wobbly, but it mostly centers around like Amber, Eric Nam, and Henry.
Yeah.
And there's also this guy, Kevin from UKISS, who was one of it's like most of the people who are on After School Club or were ever a host of After School Club, which is the English K-pop show on Arirang. They're all like a gang, and they also have like folded Jackson into their gang.
I was just going to say, is Jackson in that group?
He is, and for some reason, she's not a K-pop idol, but I just love this. Chloe Grace Moretz is also in their gang.
Because Eric Nam is somehow really good friends with her. I don't know how they became friends, but they're like besties.
Yeah. So she often is with
yeah.
this whole like gang of like English
She's
friends.
very, very famous in Asia. So I think she's in Asia a lot.
Yeah. And that's who she hangs with when she's there. So I love that little group.
If we ever get Eric on the show, we'll ask him about it.
I would love to know about it. So then these others, a couple more that I have are like age based.
Yes.
Which is a pretty popular way for people to be friends, because as we mentioned a bazillion years ago, your age in relation to people like matters with how you speak to them and how comfortable you can be.
Yes.
So people who are the same age are like more likely to be easy friends, because one of them doesn't like have hierarchy over the other.
Yeah, and because if you are the same age as someone else, then you can immediately speak informally to them. So it's already like a barrier is down, because you don't have to work your way up to speaking informally. You can just automatically begin by saying, hey, what's up? Instead of being like very respectful.
Hello, how are you, sir? Like, which is how they'd have to speak to somebody older than them. So one of the like most famous ones, because it's such a large gang, is this 97 line that people talk about.
And if you're a baby K-pop fan and you're brand new, here's a fun vocabulary. Anytime you see a year and a line, you'll see that a lot in like multiple groups.
Oh, sure.
Especially when groups are really big and they have like multiple ages in them. There's like a 98 line, a 96 line, a
Hyung line,
whatever.
a Maknae line.
Yeah, exactly. That just means the group of people that are all the same age.
Yeah. So this 97 line has 3 members from 17, Minghao, DK, and Mingyu. Jungkook, the BTS Maknae. NCT Jaehyun. Chaonu from Astro, and then Bam Bam and Yugyeom from GOT7.
Yes.
They apparently have a very famous group chat. And today, earlier, when I did my coffee cart related research, Chaonu recently did some kind of historical drama.
Sure,
and there was
as
literally
always.
an article for every single person that I just named, like sending him a coffee truck. So,
That's so cute.
they like, the fun thing about these groups is I feel like they are like known to hype each other up. Like the ones who do
Definitely.
have Instagram will be like, check out my boy's new single. And they like
Yeah.
get very excited on each other's behalf, and it's cute.
Yes, I love it. They always do. There are a lot of idols who will, even across groups, like they post a lot on Instagram where it's like a screenshot of what they're listening to. If their friend like just came out with a new song or something, or has a new movie coming out, they do a lot of like promotions for each other, which is always very adorable.
The other age line group that I have was revealed by Moonbyul like not too long ago on a TV show. She said that herself, B1A4's Baro and Sandul, EXID Hani, BTS Jin and VIX's Ken are all in a group chat because they were all born in 1992. And she says that they just like send each other like memes and try to like everyone just tries to keep each other's like spirits high, and it's like a cheer on group chat.
That's really
that they
sweet.
all like.
And that's fun because that one is a co-ed group, which is rare. It is, I mean, the Thai group that we talked about, the Thai friends is also co-ed. But, you know, because fans get so like bitchy about dating rumors and stuff, it's very common for co-ed friends to like not be that public about their friendship because they don't want to stir up dating rumors or whatever.
Or constantly explaining themselves.
Exactly. So that's really sweet.
Yes. Okay. This next one is one of my favorites, and I have to get the cord because I'm not plugged in, but I have a clip. Ooh.
Boys, get out of the way.
I'm so sorry I knocked your friends over. Okay. So this is like one of my favorite little like friend gangs that there is. And this is the trio that is Changmin from TVXQ, Mino from SHINee, and Kyuhyun from Super Junior. They're just like, they love to get drunk, like wasted, and play like soccer video games together. That seems to be like the basis of their whole relationship. And there's really good stories. Like one of my favorite Changmin stories was like revealed by Mino, which was that they were like at his apartment, like playing soccer games and like drinking and having a good time. But like Mino was winning. And like Changmin like got up, like he was like gonna go to the bathroom or something. And then he like didn't come back. So Mino went looking through the apartment for him, and he like opened the bedroom door, and Changmin was laying in the dark with the covers up to his eyes. And he was like, hey, are we gonna keep playing? And Changmin was like, I don't want you to see me like this. I think that you need to go. Because he'd gotten so pissed about the video game that he like put himself to bed and was like, please leave me here.
He's such a little bitch.
And then I have a clip, which is one of another funny story, and I'll try to explain it before we play it because we're gonna have to like talk over it to tell you what's happening. But the basic premise of this clip is from an episode of Life Bar, which is that show that Chuck told us about on our variety shows episode, where people like drink and tell stories. And Changmin said that one night the three of them were drinking, and he was getting sleepy. And they were like, don't go to sleep, stay up and drink. And he was like, let me close my eyes for 10 minutes. And they were like, you can close your eyes for 10 minutes, but if you don't wake up, then we get to slap you. And he said, okay, fine. And then Mino took video of what happened after that.
저기 있다, 저기 있다. 이거 아 이거 찍은 거예요? 민호가 찍었구나.
Okay.
풀렸는데 본인이 표정이 너무.
They look very sleepy. The video is
So
great.
Kyuhyun is explaining to the camera, like, you said that we could slap you. You're even snoring. Listen.
갑니다.
Okay, he's snoring. Oh! He slapped him good and he didn't even move.
야, 안 일어난다.
So they slap him again. Again.
다음 쪽으로 되는 거야, 아프니까.
Okay, he finally opened his eyes. And then listen to his tiny voice.
아, 웃긴다.
아, 되게 좀 늦게 오신다.
뭘 가, 우리 집인데.
남의 집에서.
Kyuhyun saying, I won't leave, this is my house.
Because Changmin woke up and said, please go away.
뭐 이 정도로 마무리할까요?
Should we stop videotaping?
촬영은? 네.
He was saying, just do it without me in like a little voice.
The video?
Oh my God. That's my favorite. I love that video so much. So they're a fun friend group in that we always get good stories out of them because they drink so much. Let's see. This other one I thought was pretty cute because it's like a group adopting an extra member.
Oh, yeah.
But Bora from Sistar is very close to Girls' Generation, but specifically to Taeyeon and Tiffany. And according to legend, she used to like sleep over at the dorm, and then they would have to like Girls' Generation would have to leave and go to schedules, and Bora would just like hang out in the
They
dorm
would just
for the
leave
day.
her there. And then when they came back, she was still there. Which is really sweet and cute. I did read, this is not this is just on the topic of friends that are cute, and because it's Sistar, but Sistar's Hyolyn is really good friends with this actor named Park Seo-joon, I believe.
Yes, isn't that hottie from Hwarang?
Yes, he's very good looking.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they are really good friends, and he's not an idol, so I wasn't going to bring this up until I read this interview that he, before meeting Hyolyn, thought that it was not possible to be friends with a girl, and that he fell in love with her blunt personality. And they are such good friends that they're spotted together all the time, and they just throw their arms around each other, and it's just really, really sweet the way
That's
that
cute.
they're besties. I feel like they have also referred to each other as their soulmates.
Aw.
And that's just, I love a platonic friend duo.
Okay, I think this might be one of the last ones I have under groups. But I have them written down as the bad girl club. Nobody calls them that sincerely, and I don't think they are either. But Kuhara from Kara, Sully, formerly of FX, and Guyan, formerly of the Brown Eyed Girls, they are three women that people love to hate on, just for the way that they exist. But it does not stop them from having fun, braless sleepovers together and putting all of the pictures on Instagram. And it makes people so mad, but they never stop. And I just love them for that. That It's nice that they have each other and they don't care that people say mean things about them.
Absolutely. Girls supporting girls.
Let's see.
Do you have more co-ed friends?
I have lots of co-ed friends.
Let's talk about them.
So this first one that I have on my list, I brought up during our A-Pink deep dive recently, but Chorong from A-Pink and Changsub from B2B have known each other since they were trainees, and they are same age friends, like we said. Chingus. And they have a very playful kind of pokey relationship. And one time on the Young and Nam show, they had Chorong, yes, prank call him and ask him I'm in trouble and I need a lot of money, and he agreed immediately. Which is very sweet. But then he went on the show a couple months later and tried to get her back, and called her and was oh my God, I have to go to an event, and I told all the guys I'm doing a musical with that I have a girlfriend, but it's not true, I need you to come and be my fake date. And she laughed and was ew, no, I could never even pretend to be your girlfriend. And then she said you have plenty of girls to ask, why are you asking me? And blew his spot up on TV.
That's so funny. Oh God, the Young and Nam show was so
good.
Something else to bring up when we get Eric on here.
Yes. We will do it
someday.
Did you know we were both in New York this week? He's always so close and then not. Anyway.
Just like Chanyeol.
Yes. And then another A-Pink friendship that I love that's new is Bomi from A-Pink and Hyungwon from Monsta X are really good friends. And they met at the dermatologist office because they go to the same dermatologist for their eczema, and they bonded over their eczema. They're both such dorks.
That's so cute. Hyungwon is such a dork. A dork. I was going to say jerk, but he's not a jerk. He's just a dork.
Then I have, this is these are vague, but I wrote Heechul and all his girls, but mostly Hani, and Ki and all his girls, but mostly Soyu.
Or mostly Boa.
But Boa's a new friend because Ki just worshipped Boa from afar for a really long time, and they very recently have become real friends. But Heechul and Ki are totally dudes that are friends with all the girls.
Yeah,
all the girls love them.
Taeyeon is really good friends with Heechul. That's a fan favorite because their friendship is very sweet and supportive. Taeyeon is friends with a lot of male idols. She was really close with Jonghyun from SHINee, and Heechul, like I just said. There's others, but I can't think of who they are. And Ki and Boa, they did a little, what was that show called?
Keyword, I think it was called Keyword Boa.
Keyword Boa, yeah. So they did a cute little YouTube series called Keyword Boa, which basically documented the friendship that they now have. Because
Yeah.
I think that is like what they met for this
Yeah, it was like
show.
for that show, and he was like very upfront with like, I had posters of you in my bedroom, and like you're my hero, and
Yeah.
it's weird that we're having lunch together, and like they had very nice talks. And she went to visit him in the army recently, so
Yeah.
like they're real friends, for
legitimately
real.
friends, and that's so cute.
Yeah, but Key also goes out with So-Yu from Sistar like all the time, and they take such good pictures of each other. They're like very good friends, and that like they're good date friends to
Insta
have.
spouses.
Yes, exactly. Another one that I have as like a great best friend, sure, but is of course Boa and Yuno.
Yes.
Bestest friends.
Such good friends. They're married.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I read a quote today that Boa once said, like on some sort of show where they were asking her questions, like, what would you take to a desert island? She said she would take Yuno. I know! You'll never convince me anything other than the fact that, like, they love each other.
They love each other so much. They've been together for a very long time. And these are the facts.
And
if you don't believe us, watch Yuno's latest, I Live Alone, in which he just brought Boa.
yeah.
And the entire episode is him trying to make her a gift, basically.
Yeah.
But he's a really bad cook, so it doesn't go very well.
No, but she loves him anyway. And that's great. So I guess like sort of on that note, I just thought I would bring it up because in this category or in any category, you like never know like what friendships might be more than friendships. But if we had done this episode 2 years ago, I would say a great co-ed friendship is Hyuna and Hyojong.
Sure.
Because like I love telling the story of how they met because it's like the funniest story, I think. It was like his first day as a trainee and he was like in the Cube building and she was in the hallway and he just like walked up to her and opened his like threw his arms around her and like hugged her. And he said when he did it, he like immediately was like, what are you doing? You don't know her. But he just felt towards her that he needed to like hug her. And she thought, oh my God, who is this guy? He's not scared of me. And that's how they met each other. And then he did Roll Deep promotions with her because Ilhum from B2B like didn't do the stages for whatever reason. So he did them instead. But that's like before Pentagon debuted. And then when Pentagon did debut, like in his member profile and when people asked him in like interviews or whatever, like his fun fact was that he was Hyuna's best friend.
That's so cute.
But they were in love.
But they were he was actually her boyfriend the whole
But
time.
also they were best friends because you should be best friends with the person you love too.
True. Very true.
Oh, so nice.
And I mean, did you see that quote unquote spoiler that Hyuna posted? It has the daisy on it. That's
I know,
on
they're
Hyojong's
Daisy.
hand.
I'm pretty sure that spoiler is for her reality show that should be out very soon. Like based on the thing, that other video she posted seemed to be like a video of a video screen. Like they were watching footage from like her reality show that's going to be out soon. So I'm very excited about that.
Interesting.
But yes, anyway, those were what I had for like co-ed
Co-eds.
friends. Any others that I missed that you have on your list?
No.
Okay, so this last one I wanted to talk about, or no, before I get to this last one, is there another like group that is friends with another group?
The only one that I could find, aside from the one you're about to mention, is that we mentioned members of this group are really good friends. B2B and VIX are very close as like a whole group, to the point where their fans call them B2VIX. And so I don't know that much about like how they became friends or anything.
I believe it's simply just they debuted at the same time, which like
are they
forces...
from the same company?
No.
No, right? Yeah. So yeah, I guess just like being in the same industry at the same time, they've been very good friends for a very long time.
Yes, and this next little unit, this unit of 20 people that I'm about to bring up, has similar circumstances in that they debuted at the exact same time. So they basically spent like 3 months together in the same places because like...
Right, because you
you're
promote
doing
at
all
the
your
same
debut
time.
things.
Yeah, that must just be like... proximity, right?
Yes.
Because like when you debut and then you're promoting, you're like always on the same music shows at the same time.
But then if there's not, but then you have to be a certain way with the seniors and you have to introduce yourself to people and whatever. And if you are new and another group is also new, I totally see how that could bond you forever.
Yeah, it's like being the same age.
Yes. And these two like Chingu groups that are the same age in group times is 17 and Monsta X, the marrying of our two favorite things.
Yeah.
And they call them Monteen.
Yes. And their fandoms are so supportive of each other that not only did I find mock-ups of a mashup light stick
Wow,
for the
I
two
want
of them.
it.
I'll show it to you. It's fucking beautiful.
I want that
There's
more than
two of
anything.
them. This is the Monsta X17 one.
Okay, I love it.
And this is the... Oh, no, wait, I'm sorry. That's the 17 Monsta X.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the Monsta X17 one.
It's great.
It's really cute.
It works so well.
It's basically just the regular light stick, but with each other's colors.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. And their fans are so supportive of this friendship and so supportive of each other that they're called Mon Carrots.
Yes. It's the cutest.
Yeah.
They're like, there are just like endless videos of them like interacting with each other at Isaac or like in the backstages of music shows. Some of my favorite elements is that like Hoshi is really obsessed with Juan.
Yeah.
Hoshi seems to just like get crushes on boys really bad and then just like
100%.
freak out around them.
Yes.
And Juan is one of those, but he does his impression of Juan. He always like puts his head down and then tries to look up through his eyes, and it makes Juan so mad. He's like, my eyes don't look like that. But whenever he starts to do an impression of him, he does this like crazy eye thing.
And I will say in Hoshi's defense that his vocal impression of Juan is spot on. There's this a while ago 17 did this show which you can watch all of on V Live. It's called 17 Club, and there's one episode, I don't remember which one it is, but there's one episode where Hoshi is like trying to do an impression of Songkwan, and he does it, and at the very end, Songkwan just goes, "That's not me, that's Chuan." And it's so cute because it really is. It's like a very good Chuan impression.
And another like strong element that I love is that Ki-hyun has said many times that Mingyu is his enemy. They're like very cute together, and like they like are clearly like each other a lot. But Ki-hyun has like categorized it as that they're enemies because Mingyu is taller than him and like more good looking, and he just like they're enemies, but they're not enemies. They like
They're
hug all the
friends.
time.
Koops is really good friends with Shonu, of course. Like the leaders have bonded. One of my favorite things about 17 and Monsta X, their friendship, is the way that they cheer for each other during those like end of the year shows. I think it was it last year where Monsta X did that performance and Wonho just like fully ripped his shirt off. 17 loses their mind every time Monsta X takes their clothes off, which it's Monsta X, so it happens a lot. And maybe they've just been like spending too much time together because,
and they're rubbing off on each other really bad.
I think that they are.
I agree.
17 is getting dark and slutty.
Yeah.
So Monsta X, I'm looking at you.
But yeah, there's also really great there's a very recent one for Hit, but they also have been known to make reaction videos for each other's like music video premieres.
Yes, I watched one of Monsta X watching. It was Hit.
Yeah,
it was
it's
Hit.
new.
Yeah. That is the one that I watched. I was thinking maybe it was an older one, but nope, that's the one.
Yeah,
I watched.
they did it in the hotel room, like on tour recently. And it's very cute. They're very funny.
It's mostly just them going, "Oh,"
And then like saying people's names when they appear.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so cute. I love Monteen.
Monteen.
I love Monteen.
They're the cutest.
Yeah, I love Friends.
I bet you that all of 17 and Astro are pretty close too, because if Chaunu is in the 97 line and then Boobin are together, then like there's only 5 Astros.
Yeah. And like I was trying because I felt like I had so much more evidence of all of these boys being friends and being like proud of being friends with each other. And I wanted to try to find some more girl group ones, but it just sort of seemed like I couldn't find anything more concrete than like these people wave at each other at award shows and like learn each other's like Twice and Blackpink always do each other's choreography, but I couldn't find like an article or an Instagram to be like, these two members are great friends and
if
have
they're,
lunch all the time.
Actually friends or if they're just fans.
Yeah, I couldn't figure it out. And I wonder if that's because like the girls aren't allowed to go outside. I don't know. Apparently Blackpink's not allowed to do anything, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yikes.
I know.
Bummer.
Yikes. Anyway, I didn't mean to end this on a yucky note.
Well,
Wait.
I will end us with a special shout out.
Okay,
For wait, I gotta make sure I have the right one. Okay, special shout out. Because this isn't technically an idol-to-idol friendship. But there's a very famous female comedian named Gukju, and she's friends with a lot of idols, including Jackson, because they were on Roommate together. But Gukju is really good friends with BTS's Jin, and they've been friends for a really long time. And they Jin has thanked her in several of their like albums or whatever. Like whenever they do the thank you section, she's listed in a lot of them from like early BTS stuff. So they've been friends for years, and they're such good friends that they actually had dating rumors for quite a while because they get together so often.
And talk about each other on TV. Like I remember those articles, and it was like pre BTS's like biggest blow up, but when it was like she was starting to get popular. And I remember she said like mentioned him on a show, or he had mentioned her on a show, and like people were getting jealous and thinking she was a liar because she's not traditionally beautiful or whatever, and like they were being mean about it. But like I remember this like for forever.
It's been going on for a while, and they're still very good friends, and it's very sweet. She's hilarious, and I love that she just like collects hot young idols.
Yes.
She has like a long list of hot young male idols that absolutely love her.
Yeah.
Like when she was on Roommate with Jackson, Jackson was like absolutely obsessed with her.
Yeah.
Like fully, please be my girlfriend. I love you.
People love her. She's great. And everyone should follow her on Instagram because she also does like really good dance covers. She's one of those people that can just absorb choreography and that make me so mad. But yeah, she like does all the girl group dances.
High production value dance covers. And Sunmi recently reposted her one of La La Lay because Gukju like went all out with the costume.
Yeah, she always gets the like costume right and will like rope friends in to like be her backup dancers.
And she does like edits and cuts in it and like multiple outfit changes. It's amazing.
Love it.
She's great.
Yeah,
I love her little boy harem.
Yeah, good for her. She's goals.
Talk about goals.
I love, it's also it's fun when there's just like people who are just like, seem to be like beloved by like almost like a pet of a group. Like for example, like Mino as Girls' Generations, they love him.
Yeah.
They love him. And like there are just like a bazillion pictures and Instagrams and videos of like him with every single member of that group, and they just like love. He's just their little baby.
There's like a really cute video of them from a while ago, because obviously Girls' Generation like hasn't promoted anything in a long time, but it was like from backstage at a music show, and Mino like went to go. He was not performing, but he went and like brought them a gift. And there's really cute Instagram videos of them basically just like pinching his cheeks.
Yeah, because he's just their baby. I love it. Okay, well then that's all for today with some nice idol friendships. And I hope that all idols have good friends to distract them from their hard jobs and give them places to relax and an ear if they need it. It's important to have friends. And I hope that all of the idols that I love feel fulfilled in the friendship department, right?
Absolutely, because they don't have a lot of time for fun things. So it's nice that they can bond with other people who have similar experiences.
Yes, it's
being
important.
an idol must be very isolating.
Yeah, so it's probably really good to have people who at least like know what you're going through.
Yeah.
So,
and if we missed an idol pair or group that you love, tweet them at us.
yeah, I'm definitely down to like collect more happy friendships to just like keep in my heart. So yeah, if there's any important ones we missed, please send them to us. And with that, we'll be right back with our random game. All right, we're back. And I think we have our most tumultuous group yet as far as lineup changes go. I had to get out a whiteboard to try to keep track of this one.
Because as a preface, this is a currently 4-member group that has 15 past members.
Yeah.
15!
Yeah. They've never had more than 5 people at a time, but 19 different people have been part of this group, all told, since
After
2014.
Every single they've ever released, at least one person left.
Yeah.
It's bananas.
So this group was debuted as Bad Kiz.
BADKIZ, all one word.
Bad Kiz. They are now, after a rebrand this year, called Hot Place. But they were Bad Kiz for 5 years.
Yes.
They are from Zoo Entertainment, which I've never heard of.
Not familiar with that one. And they originally debuted as a 5-member group.
Yes.
Okay, so they originally debuted as a 5-member group in 2014 with a song called Ear Attack. And then
They lost 2 members and added 2 more before 2014 was over. So they remained at 5.
yes,
But they were different.
yeah, they stayed as 5, and the members who leave, they either go on to like join another group that is like disbanded or whatever, or they try to be solo, for the most part. So 2014, they debut with 5, lose 2, replace them with 2, stay as 5.
Yes. 2015, after the single release, -1 member to be 4 members. Then later in the year, 3 more minus. So they're down to 1 member, this girl named Monica, who is like the hangy-onest of all of them. We'll
Yeah.
get to her, but she hung in.
Yeah, she hung in there for a while. She was one of the original 5. And so at this point in 2015, which is only their 2nd year of existence, she is now the only original member left. They were 4, they lost 3, she's still there, and they bring in 3 new people to be with her. So they end 2015 as a 4-member group.
Yes. 2016, they put out a single, lose 1 member, add 2 members. So now they're back at 5.
Okay, back to their original 5. But then that same year, they release a 5th single. They lose a member, immediately replace her, stay as 5.
Stay as 5. 2017, 6th single after that release, -2 more members, down to 3 members.
Plus 1.
Now we have 4 members.
And 2017 as a 4-member group.
In 2018, they added a new member, and then immediately after that, Monica, our last original hanger-on, she finally leaves in 2018.
Yes.
So now we have a 4-member Bad Kids, and absolutely none of them were original members.
Yeah,
at
none of
this
them
point.
were original. But at this point, Monica's probably had enough. And she's like, you know what? I'm just going to try to be solo.
Yeah, if I'm looking at this like nice chart on Wikipedia, at this point in 2018, like the people in this group have only been in the group since 2017. There's nobody who's been in it longer than 1 year.
Yeah.
At that point. Crazy. So then they put out a 7th single and lose another member. So now they're down to 3? No, 1? Oh.
In 2018.
In 2018, we got down to 2 members at some point after the 7th single.
Wait, let's see.
My math got off.
Okay, at the start of 2018, we have a new member, and then Monica leaves.
So that's 4.
And then that brand new member, the month after she started, she leaves.
Okay.
And is replaced by someone else. So they stay the same number. Then 1, 2 of the other members leave and are replaced. So the total number of people in this group stays the same, but almost all of them are different.
Yes. And so with this totally different lineup, in 2019, they add 1 more person to become a 4-member group, and now they're called Hot Place.
Yes. So in February of this year, Bad Kids decided to change their name to Hot Place because they no longer have any of the original members of Bad Kids. So they're like, okay, we got to change this up. And when they announce that, they introduce a new member, which confirms the departure of a previous member. So Hot Place, they re-debuted with this song called TMI, and they have currently 4 members. And we saw this song when we were in Korea performed on music shows.
Yeah, when we were watching that night, or when we were watching music shows at night, we kept seeing this Hot Place group, and we took note of them because they had like a member that had like a super short haircut, which is always like, you notice that. But then, and the song itself sounds 10 years old.
Yes,
it's like,
it does.
It's this very like fast, like video gamey kind of song that just like doesn't fit in a 2019 world. And their backup dancers were like old, out of shape men in like ill-fitting outfits.
Middle-aged men in unflattering suits. And they're the backup dancers for these 4 young girls. It's so weird.
It was so weird, but it like burned into our minds. And as soon as I saw this, I was like, what is Hot Place? And I had to look it up. And then we like, it all came back to us because it was nuts. And the choreography is like literally disco arms. It's so strange.
And it almost to the point where it's like trying to be one of those old school like point dances, which is
like
not
a Tiara
really
song, but it's way past that time now, right?
because people don't really do that anymore. Like people don't really come up with choreography that's like easy for people to learn. It's more about like being impressive.
Sure.
So it was in this whole group, as like their whole vibe is very throwback, but it doesn't seem like it's intentionally retro in the way that like
Very, very, or someone where they're like doing it on purpose.
Where they're like doing 90s style music. This is like early 2000s. But why?
Yeah, I'm just like, I have so many questions about like whoever runs Zoo Entertainment and like, is their dad very rich or like, how is this happening? Because I just can't imagine. Like, I guess it was just like somebody who is sunk like my guess is somebody who's like sunk their entire life savings into like this group and this company and is just desperate to try and make it work. But I just can't imagine like going through this trouble of like finding like 18 people and like none of it's working. And like, why are the drives so strong? Why didn't they give up? Like, I just like, it feels.
I don't know. But also I just Googled Zoo Entertainment and an American record label came up. Hold on. I'm Googling this again. The only thing I can find about Zoo Entertainment is Hot Place.
Okay. Yeah. See, it's like somebody is desperate to try to have a successful girl group and it's not working out and they just keep trying it. But the same name and this, and like, oh, wow, this is just bananas.
Yikes. And they also, so apparently Zoo Entertainment, whenever they lose a member, they delete all of the Bad Kids music videos and posts that are related to the former members.
Oh, no.
That's
yeah, all
crazy.
these music videos, like looking at their music video, like typed in the music videos, none of these are uploaded by official channels, like Filipina TV or just like somebody's name, because I guess that's the only way they exist. So I can't be sure if this is actually their most popular song, but the most viewed video that comes up is a song called Hot Hey, and it's from 2016.
Wait, but should we watch that one or should we watch the Ba Bomba one? Because it said that in the Wikipedia that that had like 1 million views and is
it
really
did?
well known for having a lot of famous comedians in it.
Okay, let's see if somebody's
Let's see if we can find
re-uploaded
it.
it. Here we
There
go.
it is.
HD. But only 20K views, even though it was reposted 4 years ago. Yeah. Oh, and there's a dance practice. Nice. Okay. Well, let's see how it goes. So here comes Bad Kids Ba Bomba.
This was back when they had 5 members.
Sorry, it's
Oh.
okay.
Okay, they're coming out of a helicopter
And they
then
have,
being
like,
shown,
mugshots.
Yeah, as like wanted posters, dead or alive, as they introduce each member.
Okay, a close up of cleavage and butts, and then a guy, they're like dribbling water out of their mouths. Whoa, this choreography is wild. Well, I guess that lady is ugly or something. Okay, now there's some guys like, ew, everybody in this video is being gross.
Yeah. Oh, shit!
Oh my God.
So there was a scene from all of these outfits are like cheap Halloween costumes.
For sure.
So there was a clip where they were like in a, oh my God, all these boys just keep getting hit.
Oh, they ripped their tops open and now they're like shaking their hair around. This is wild.
Very, See, this is also kind of that same style of like point choreography that everyone, it's like easy moves that anyone can do.
Okay, this girl's in a PC bong and she's mad at this guy. Oh, and they're like slapping pies on their faces.
I get the theme. The theme is that in all of these different places, these comedians are being disruptive or rude to the women that are around them. And so they get hit in the face with pies.
Yes. And that's why the girls are wanted.
Yes.
Because they're pie slap. Oh my God, that move is crazy. They're like jerking their bodies side to side in this really wacky way. And now they're going to beat up this guy in a tunnel.
Oh, it's not pie.
It's like a shaving cream.
And they make him hit himself in the face.
He was going to
with
hit
it.
them, but they hit himself. Wow. Okay, a trench coat guy is... Everyone feels like... It seems like they're all getting actually slapped.
I know. This kid's gonna slap him.
Oh, another kid.
Love it. Now they're in the military.
Ew.
Ooh. He deserves to get smacked.
Yes.
There we go.
Double
Good
smack.
job.
And they're in like sexy military outfits. Okay. All right, birthday party now. Oh my God. Every time someone gets slapped, it like shocks
like a
me.
real
They're like
slap.
really slapping each other. Oh my God, that guy had a whole cake on his face. And everyone's doing this crazy dance.
It's the point choreography thing.
Okay, all the comedian ladies are doing the funny dance. Someone's dressed like a king. I don't know what's happening. It's like very hard to gather what's happening in this music video.
It seems like
Oh,
Flasher!
no. Yes, slap the shit out of him. Oh,
And they took his trench coat.
Okay,
Good.
so now he's just naked and crying. Good.
Oh,
Wow.
it's whipped cream. She was just eating it. She just sprayed it in her mouth.
Okay, it was whipped cream then, and not shaving cream.
Whoa.
Wow, that was wild. But it was like very tiara, so I guess it makes sense. But also, it doesn't make sense that 5 years later they're still making music like that. You'd think.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good luck, hot place.
Yeah, good luck.
Good luck. I think you need it.
Okay, weekly recommendations time. My recommendation, I wanted to be on theme with the friendship episode. So I was thinking about K-pop songs that are about friendship.
Okay.
And the one that I landed on is a very, very old SHINee song. It's probably from their first or second album. I can't remember right now. But it's called Ayo. A-Y-O, and it's just like a nice song about like you're having a bad day at school and your grades are bad and like things are hard for you, but like, hey, just like cheer up, I'm your friend and I'm here for you. And it's just like it's just like a very nice cheesy SHINee song, and it always makes me smile, and I just really like it even after all this time. I think it's still a bop. So SHINee Ayo is my recommendation.
Wonderful. Sort of along those lines, but newer, because I, in my love and support for my son, 10, I recently became a huge Wavy stan. I love them all. I've seen almost every single video they've ever made because they haven't been around for that long. They have a lot of content on their YouTube channel, and because they're so international and multilingual, all of it has English subtitles. So like, bless you, SM. Thank you. I don't say that very often. But yeah, so my recommendation is for their music video called Let Me Love You. And love you, I believe, is spelled L-U-V-U, if I remember that correctly. But actually, let me fact check that. Hold on. No, it is Let Me Love. Love is spelled regularly, and you is just a U. But the music video, so Wavy, and I don't know if it's because SM like doesn't want to invest in a lot of things for them, or if because they like actually want to give them the opportunity to self-produce. Wavy self-produces a lot of their stuff, especially a lot of the content that they have on YouTube. And so this music video, they filmed themselves just sort of like playing around in their hotel room, and it's cute as shit. It is like one of the most adorable music videos I've ever seen, and they're really cute friends, and I
Is
love
it
a
the
family.
one with like the flower petals and like I
It's
can
the one
second
with all
this
of them in the
recommendation.
bathtub,
It's
and they're
great.
so cute. I love Wavy. They have a family pet. It is a kitten, and I'm obsessed with them. So if you want to talk about Wavy, hit me up.
Yeah, please. I haven't had time to watch a single video, but
And I
Angelica and our friend Jenna have just been like pressuring me, like, have you watched it yet? Have you watched it yet? Have you fallen into Wavy yet? We need you over here. And
You're
like,
gonna love Lucas.
I know I will.
I know you already
I will.
do.
I
but
already
then you're
do.
gonna love them all. And I can't live in a world where you haven't seen Lucas's pajamas.
Okay, I'm gonna get there. I need to like take a day off work or something. I'm too busy. But I'll get there.
It's so worth it. They're all angels, and I love them very, very much.
Oh, sweet. Well, if you would like to know where you can contact Angelica about Wavy or anything else, we are on social media at AMA K-Pop Pod for Twitter and Instagram, amakpoppod@gmail.com if you want to send us an email and ask me about K-Pop podcast on YouTube. And we'll be back next week with a very interesting experimental episode. We'll see how it goes. So come back then. Bye-bye. Chonghyun, your inspiration.